Hello, my name is Drew Ashley. Thank you so much for taking the time to judge me today. The title of my project is Phylogenetic Analysis of Omicron Gene Sequences in the Kentuckiana region. The coronavirus has caused a worldwide pandemic of respiratory illness that we know as COVID-19. In just under 2 years, there have been more than 56 million cases and almost 850,000 deaths from the virus in the U.S. alone. COVID-19 vaccines have been able to be administered to fight the virus, but mutations of the original virus protein are producing new variants of the original strain. One recent variant, the Omicron variant, was discovered in South Africa in late 2021 and was proven to be highly transmissible, as it is now the dominant variant in the U.S. The general purpose of this project is to explore the gene sequences of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 and search for mutations of the virus over time in Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. If COVID-19 continues to spread in novel variants, we can't expect the pandemic to end and life to return to the way it was before 2020. If scientists could do a better job predicting what factors make an area more likely to produce a new variant, measures could be put in place in these areas to lessen the risk. I collected the Omicron gene sequences for Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio from GISAID and put them through a multiple sequence alignment in K-Align. A code was run in R Studios, which was with the output from K-Align, and another code was created, which was inputted into Interactive Tree Life to create phylogenetic trees to be analyzed. In Kentucky, there were mutations, but not many were significant. Most mutations were similar to one another since the branches stayed mainly at the same length. More mutations occurred in the later sequences entered into the database. In Ohio, there were many long branches on the phylogenetic tree, meaning many significant mutations. There were clusters of alternating long and short branches, meaning that sometimes the new sequences became more like its root, but sometimes more different than it. More mutations occurred in the later sequences which I studied. In Indiana, mutations did occur, but there was only one clear significant mutation. There's a cluster of mutations which show moderate mutations compared to the one significant branch. There's a regular occurrence of slightly larger mutations among the smaller ones. More mutations occurred in the later sequences which I studied. In my studies, I found that Kentucky had the least amount of mutations compared to Indiana and Ohio, probably due to the fact that Kentucky had the lowest positivity rate of COVID-19 and the least amount of people under the age of 18, which make up a large amount of people affected by Omicron. Ohio had the most mutations, and this could be because Ohio has the highest positivity rate, population density, and overall population out of the 3 states. Indiana had more significant mutations than Kentucky, but less than Ohio. I believe this is because Indiana had a higher positivity rate, population density, and population under 18 than Kentucky, and Ohio's higher population and population density caused more mutations than in Ohio. I found more mutations occurred over time in all states because the longer a variant is in the community, the more chances it has to mutate. COVID-19 is top of mind today as the pandemic continues to take over the world in waves with every new variant that comes about. If we can ensure that people could follow all the COVID-19 protocols, like washing hands frequently and wearing a mask, and that people get vaccinated, we really could limit the spread of the Omicron variant that is so dominant today, and potentially prevent new variants from arising from mutations of the virus. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you again for listening.